Can we get her a tissue, please? Yeah.
Crazy. That's beyond offset. That's beyond
Where
fucking
individuals
crazy.
come here to speak their truth, discuss their thoughts, and own their stories. We will be having candid conversations where we discuss
The host kind of look tough. Get crushed.
you're eager to know, and hopefully come to graceful conclusions. I am your host, Mire Oni, the one and only. Let's get into it. Welcome, Jess.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I love the UK accent.
Thank you. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
How was your journey in?
It's been good. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for joining us today. So before we get into the core of the conversation, tell me a bit about yourself. Who is Jess? What do you like to do? How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a part-time influencer and a model. I like spending time with my friends and family. I like going shopping. I'm Nigerian.
You're Nigerian,
I'm not
okay.
Ghanaian. I've been seeing all types of countries, but I'm Nigerian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You went to a concert, an Omah concert, and obviously you wanted to be there. We all saw the footage. You were very excited to be there. And you got called up on stage and like
She wanted to get
earlier,
crushed on
gave
stage.
him the hottest wine ever. But you were with somebody. Now, this is the question on everybody's minds. Girl, who is this man? Were you in a committed and defined relationship with him?
Yes, we was in a committed relationship.
How long were you together for?
Just under a year, so going to a year.
And when you...
Damn, motherfuckers were saying 7 years. I put that shit in a title, dude. We'll check it out, man.
His girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. So you mentioned in your apology video, which we're going to get back to, that you're a diehard fan of Omah. So I think my question here is, was this a date night? Was this planned? Was this who bought the tickets? Why were you guys there together? Can you kind of talk us through what happened, the journey of that?
So I'm a huge Omah fan. I've been a fan since he even started like music. So I really, really like his music. So I've always wanted to go to this concert. I was going to see him, I think this was last year, but he cancelled that show. So I was like, oh, I've got to go to the next show, like 100%. So when he...
I don't even know who Omah is.
I just bought the tickets. And I thought I'd bring my boyfriend because he was going through a hard time himself. So I thought this might like get his mind off.
Like, you made that shit way tougher on him.
Favorite artist, favorite person, so I just thought, yeah.
Did you think I might get called on stage? Did that run through your mind?
I've always wanted to go on stage with Omah. Like, I don't think there's any other artist that I'd even go on stage
that was her
like,
goal.
with. So me and him, we've had this conversation.
That was the plan all along.
Days before the concert. If I was to get called on stage, like, would you be fine with that? And he said, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, really?
Oh, he said that would be fine.
Okay,
Dumbass.
well, that kind of changes the narrative.
You know,
so
when
we've
niggas
seen
just
from the
say shit just to say
videos that
shit, they
have
don't really
surfaced
mean it for
online
real,
that you
bruh.
were very excited to go on stage. And now
Bro, look
that
at
you've
her,
revealed
bro.
to us that he
She
was
was
okay
ready,
with
fool. She
it,
about to
you
fold out,
going
fool.
on
She about to
stage,
get
was it something
crushed.
that you just told him or did you guys discuss it prior?
We discussed it prior, obviously, but
Oh,
he
look at
didn't know
her.
that I'd get
Hey.
picked to go on stage. So
Little booty's mad at it. Still crashing.
was really, really excited, which I was.
Best
And he was
time of
encouraging
my
me to
life.
go. Like,
That's
he even said,
upset.
yeah, like,
That's
go.
upset.
That's why I went in the first place.
There is a point in the video where it looks as though he's holding on to you and saying, well, obviously we don't know what he was saying, but it does look like he was a bit reluctant to let you go on stage. Is that fair for us to say?
Not really, just because he was holding me the entire show.
Okay.
So that's why it looked like he didn't want me to go, but he was fine with it. And there was a point where I was like stood next to him and everyone thought like I moved away from him, but I was stood there because I was waiting for the security to get me out of the crowd.
Okay. So when you got up onto the stage, what was going through your mind from the minute that he pointed to you getting onto the stage?
nobody know
What
what
was
he was
going through
doing,
your
man.
mind?
I was like,
You the right motherfucker.
to me, like I was so happy, honestly, like,
Look at her twerking, bending over, fool. Chill out, fool.
and do something that would obviously, you know, but I was really, really happy. Like, I was just so excited. I was like, I'm on stage.
Too excited, man.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we
happy.
could all see that you were very excited. I mean, if it was me and Usher, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd be in the same position as you. So when you got
Damn, let me know down below, would you let your female do that shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? RS3 Nation gang.
and everything, did you at any point think, oh, my man's in the audience actually, maybe let me relax a little bit? Did that ever occur to you?
If I'm being honest, no.
Okay.
I knew he was in the crowd, obviously. Like, I know he's there, but before we got up the stairs, obviously he asked me what my name was, and I just did my little like dance. I obviously thought that was it, so I didn't think of it as much about him being offended in the crowd or anything.
Okay. When you went to the top of the stairs and the screen came down, what was going through your mind at that point?
From what I remember, like I said prior, I was just really happy and excited.
Ready to get crushed, my nigga.
Something similar as previous show, but obviously that was with a professional dancer, so I wouldn't expect him to do that with a fan. But obviously when those curtains like dropped, I just thought to myself, I was like, oh, is this like the same performance that he did at his last show? So
these hoes,
yeah, I just kind of knew. I just
can't trust them for nothing.
You mentioned that you've seen previous concerts from Omah, and this is something that he has done before. So at that point, did you feel any pressure to overperform, to show them that you're that girl? You know?
I kind of did, because there was a lot of people, a lot of cameras, and I knew if I walked off the stage, people would tell me, oh, you ruined the show, you did this, you did that. So I just thought, okay, I'm
here now.
I'm here now, just dance. Like,
I'm just here to just dance. Chill out, bruh.
To another, you did your thing, yeah? So
No, she's more
that
than her
being
thing.
said, after you guys danced,
She was going crazy, man.
I'm not sure if you heard that, when the screen came down, you and Omah did share a kiss.
we did not kiss.
There was a kiss?
All he did was he just like kind of hugged me. So obviously because of like the shadow, it looked like we kissed, but no, we didn't.
After you danced with Omah on stage, was there any exchange of contact details, whether it's Instagram, phone number, email?
No, his team did ask me to like stay, obviously, but because my boyfriend was in the crowd, I just...
Oh man, I told you about to try to crush, nigga. You think I was playing, nigga? I know Mali. Mali not playing, nigga.
So after the concert, Omah tweeted, well, allegedly tweeted about the fact that he asked you if you had a boyfriend. Is this real? Is this fake? Like, can you clarify?
Oh, it's definitely fake.
So he didn't ask you if you had a boyfriend. Did you guys actually have a conversation prior to you dancing?
We had a conversation after, like after the dance, we spoke.
You and Omah?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was that conversation?
No, I was just really excited. I was just like, thank you, like, for letting me go on stage and stuff. Yeah, that was
Thank
it.
you for that.
What was the first conversation you had when you went back down into the audience with your boyfriend?
Even before I got to him, I already kind of felt a certain type of way. I just felt like I did something not wrong, but I knew.
Obviously, did something wrong, nigga.
So he wasn't really like speaking.
Really?
For the rest of the show.
I would have been pissed off.
You felt some type of way. What was the way that you were feeling?
So as I was walking like through the crowd, there was this guy and he was like to me, oh, is that your man? And I was like, so the way he said it, I just thought, I wouldn't want anyone to speak about him in that way or to me. Like, what do you mean, oh, is that your man? So immediately I just like, oh shit, like.
So you basically came from a high and you felt low at that point because of what the person had said.
And then obviously I saw his face and then I was just like, oh yeah.
In a video that had surfaced online, we can see him walking away. Did you guys go home together? You said you didn't have a conversation in the audience. Did you speak at any point on that night?
Of course we did. Like, we went home together. In the video, it looked like he was walking away from me. But we was walking together. A group of girls just stopped me and just said, oh, like, you did your thing, like, you did. And obviously...
Look at girls, bro. They be giving bad advice. You do your thing.
You
just want a relationship, nigga.
So obviously the person that was recording didn't get that part, but he was waiting for me.
So I want to go back to a previous question that we spoke about. You said that you going on stage, he was totally okay with it. You've already had that conversation, so you were confident to go on stage.
Yeah.
And when you've come off stage, he's visibly upset. So do you think that he was influenced by the audience and their reaction?
100%.
What? He wasn't influenced, my nigga.
Recording himself. And then in the video, there was girls around us, and they were just looking at him and recording him. And obviously, that's going to make him feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But before that, he was recording, so...
I'm going to ask this question, and I want you to answer as liberally as you can. Would you say that you respected him as your... And the reason why I'm asking this question is because there's been a lot of conversation about if that's your boyfriend, for you to go on stage, and this is something that I myself have thought, if for you to go on stage while your boyfriend's there, that's not something that a lot of people would see as respectful. Talk us through that.
Yeah. I do, and I did respect him a lot, but I know the way I danced on stage might have looked like I don't respect him at all, but I have a lot of respect for him. But I do understand why people would think what I did was disrespectful.
Did you speak about it as a couple after?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I don't want to speak about that.
Okay. It was a private conversation.
Yeah, it was a private conversation.
Broke up,
If the tables were turned,
do you
think there would be this much outrage if he had gotten on stage and danced with Jada Kingdom?
Yeah, we've literally spoke about that before. He was like, oh, what if Ira Star calls me on stage? And I was like, go, like, do your thing. Just because you go on stage, it doesn't mean there's anything between you and the artist. So, like, it's cool. Like, I would have an issue with that, no.
And do you think that you would have felt a type of way depending on the audience and your surrounding? I
wouldn't feel a certain type of way, but obviously...
Beyonce called me on stage, I'm leaving my girlfriend, nigga. Fuck that. What? Beyonce, here I come.
Being on stage, but with the fact that people...
I cried Beyonce, nigga.
I just...
blame me, nigga.
Trying to make it look like it's wrong.
Painting a different story.
Yes.
Okay. When did you actually notice that you had gone viral? So
on the night, like literally immediately after the concert, I saw myself on TikTok and I was like, oh, that was quick. Like, but that was just a clip of me dancing. Like, he wasn't in that video. And there was like a lot of positive comments. Like, a lot of girls were saying, oh, I wish that was me, you did your thing.
A lot of girls,
I was like,
again,
I was
they be fucking chatting.
Okay with it because there wasn't like any hate or anything.
What was going through your mind then when you had seen it actually blow up on Shade Borough? It's made it to the Shade Room at one point. How were you feeling?
It was a lot because there's only so much someone can take, and for you to like see yourself all over social media in a negative way, it did affect my mental health because everyone had like lots of opinions and stuff, but I had my friends and family around, so they were like really supportive.
How did they react to this situation?
With my friends, because I called them straight away. I even called them like when it happened, and they did say, oh, maybe like you shouldn't have danced the way you did. And I understood because at the time I did feel very bad for him. But then after it got out of hand,
you try to say it smoothly, bro.
We just said like it's not that serious. Like I shouldn't be getting this amount of hate. And with my family, they're very supportive. I actually thought they'd be like angry at me or they'd like, you know, but they were like, it's just a dance. Like, you're young, enjoy yourself. So yeah.
I want to be you to be very candid in this moment about how it made you feel.
I was really confused, and I'm not gonna lie, in that moment, all I cared about was what he thinks. I know the right thing is to not read what like people have to say about you, but because I've never been in this situation,
it's never good training.
I can't help it but read. And the things that I've read, people can be so mean, like threatening my family, threatening that if they see me, they're gonna kill me.
These niggas talking
I hope your family gets cancer and they all die.
Wow, God forbid.
Fool.
Or like someone said, oh, I hope you get raped and killed.
I don't want you to cry for what you did. You still did what you did.
Can we get her a tissue, please?
I don't want to hear no sympathy. But the comments are, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But still, bro. You still do what you did, bro. So you just gotta accept the penalty what comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You cheated on plain sight, like you got caught red-handed, my nigga. You didn't even try to hide it. That's crazy.
Thanks,
bro.
babe.
But hey.